On March 22, 1957, a U.S. Air Force Boeing C-97 Stratofreighter carrying 67 people took off from a Pacific Island base bound for Tokyo. The 9-hour flight was routine, and everything seemed normal at first. But despite clear skies and extra fuel, the aircraft disappeared without a distress signal. An armada of 48 Air Force and Navy search planes scoured 54,000 square miles of ocean. Yet, not a single piece of wreckage or a body was ever found. All 67 souls were lost, and to this day, no one knows exactly what happened to that flight. But this was just one of many perplexing tragedies in the treacherous region known as the Dragon's Triangle. Located off Japan's southeastern coast, this mystifying area is often called the Devil's Sea, and is eerily similar to the more famous Bermuda Triangle, where over 50 ships and between 20 and 120 aircraft are said to have disappeared in an area stretching from Florida to Bermuda in the Greater Antilles. In the Dragon's Triangle, there have also been many accounts of ships and planes going missing, dating back hundreds of years and creating Japanese folklores of sea dragons and ghost ships dragging boats into the depths of the ocean. While the Dragon's Triangle may not be as famous as the Bermuda Triangle, it's just as confusing, captivating, and for many, flat-out disturbing. Both regions share similar characteristics, like powerful ocean currents that make sharp turns. These sudden changes in the flow of water lead to unstable weather, where calm seas can quickly turn into violent storms. This chaotic environment has been connected to many of the mysterious disappearances of ships and aircraft in both areas. However, it's important to note that the reasons behind these disappearances aren't all the same. Each region has its own unique set of factors contributing to the danger. But either way, there's much more to the mystery than changing currents, as many vanishings occur under fair weather and with experienced crews. In fact, for that reason, it was the New York Times who introduced the term the Devil's Sea, due to the 9 ships they claimed had been lost in perfect weather. So the question is, what is happening here? Why have so many planes and ships disappeared in this part of the Pacific? The reputation of the Dragon's Triangle as a treacherous region goes back even before the 1957 incident. Historically, this area played a pivotal role in one of Japan's most famous battles. Between 1274 and 1281, Kublai Khan, the grandson of Genghis Khan, launched invasions to conquer Japan, motivated by its wealth in gold and its strategic importance in East Asia. After a series of successful campaigns in China and Korea, he sought to add Japan to his empire. However, as the Mongol fleet approached, a sudden and fierce storm, known in Japan as the Divine Winds or Kamikaze, demolished the invasion forces, destroying many ships and forcing the Mongols to retreat. This event became legendary in Japanese history, with many classing it as a divine intervention. But really, it was a huge warning of the region's hazardous and unpredictable nature. The region's reputation for perilous conditions stems from its volatile natural environment. Powerful ocean currents, like the unpredictable Kuroshio current, often shift course, creating turbulent seas. Adding to the danger, the area is seismically active, with underwater volcanoes and frequent earthquakes. Even more threatening, methane hydrate deposits beneath the seafloor can suddenly release large gas bubbles, which lower buoyancy, cause ships to lose stability or plane engines to fail. The mix of fierce storms, rogue waves, and fluctuating currents makes navigation here a serious risk. Fast forward to more recent times, between 1952 and 1954, 5 vessels vanished mysteriously in the same region, and the Japanese government designated the area a danger zone as a result. The Devil's Sea lies along the Pacific Ring of Fire, an area that accounts for approximately 75% of the world's active volcanoes. This seismic activity results in frequent underwater eruptions and seismic shifts, making the region's instability worse. An unofficial and unconfirmed statistic from paranormal writer Charles Berlitz claims that the Devil's Sea claimed the lives of 700 people between 1952 and 1954. In 1952, at the height of so many disappearances, Kaiu Maru No. 5, a Japanese research ship with 31 crew members, set out to investigate the Myojin Island eruption, which had created a temporary island. The eruption did in fact form this temporary island, but within a week the island had disappeared. Kaiu Maru No. 5 was a highly advanced Japanese Coast Guard vessel equipped with sophisticated navigation and communication systems. Despite its state-of-the-art technology, the ship's last report described clear weather and calm seas, yet it vanished without a trace. Several days later, the vessel was found, but there was no sign of the crew and no damage to the ship. So, with this massive search operation turning up nothing, mystery around the Dragon's Triangle deepened. In 1955, mystery struck again. A Japanese military flying boat carrying 13 crew members was on a routine patrol over the Devil's Sea. The weather was clear, and the pilot was highly experienced, having flown this route many times. Suddenly, mid-flight radio contact was lost without warning. Just like Kayumaru number 5, despite search efforts, no wreckage, debris, or survivors were ever found. But again, it doesn't end there. After being officially declared a danger zone in 1955, disaster struck again in 1980, when the cargo ship MV Derbyshire met its mysterious end in the Devil's Sea while en route from Canada to Japan. A powerful typhoon had formed off Japan's coast, and although the Derbyshire was equipped to withstand severe weather, it sent a final distress signal before vanishing out of nowhere. And once again, despite search efforts, no wreckage was ever recovered. Today, we rarely hear about the Devil's Triangle. However, many Japanese natives do. Local fishermen and the Japanese government call it Manoumi, meaning the Sea of Troubles. Scientists have been trying to work out what has been going on in the Devil's Sea for decades, and there have finally been some major breakthroughs. Following the Kayumaru number 5 incident, further discoveries revealed active underwater volcanic activity in the area. Fragments of lava and pumice from the nearby Myoshin Geodome volcano were found at the wreck site, establishing a clear link between geological activity and maritime danger. According to Eli Scholar, when Myojin-chyo Reef erupted in September 1952, tsunami waves were recorded several times by a self-registering wave gauge installed on the southwestern coast of Hachijio Island, about 130 kilometers from that reef. The largest one of these tsunamis appeared on the 24th of September, and it is presumed that this wave caused the destruction of the Kayumaru number 5. These findings have helped explain some of the region's treacherous conditions, but not all of them. The Devil's Sea is still officially designated as a hazardous zone for marine traffic. Despite its elusive reputation, ongoing research continues to uncover the natural forces that make this region so perilous. According to Medium, since eruptions and undersea gas releases may produce whirlpools or explosive disruptions that might sink ships, some scientists hypothesize that deep-sea volcanic activity may be the cause of many of these disappearances, while others think that strong magnetic fluctuations happen in the region, which could disrupt navigation systems and lead to aircraft and ships losing their path. And there could be some weight behind this claim, as this is similar to accounts of incidents in the Bermuda Triangle mentioning compass malfunctions, suggesting potential magnetic fluctuations. However, there's no scientific evidence to support the existence of unusual magnetic anomalies in either region. Yet, it is true that magnetic fluctuations in the sea are real and measurable. These fluctuations are caused by the movement of seawater within Earth's magnetic field, which generates electric currents and associated magnetic fields. Such induced magnetic fields can be detected and studied with sensitive instruments. Furthermore, underwater volcanic activity in the region often breeds deposits of magnetite. These deposits can locally distort Earth's magnetic field, contributing to magnetic anomalies in the area. According to Oxford academic, ocean swells themselves produce magnetic signals through a process called motional induction, as moving seawater interacts with Earth's steady magnetic field. This natural phenomenon shows that changes in the ocean's magnetic field are, once again, real and actually can be measured. As more believable theories come up, so do many wild ones. Some scientists and conspiracy theorists suggest ideas that are less about nature and more about the supernatural. For example, some believe UFOs are involved, while others think the Devil's Sea could be a portal to another universe. But are there any more logical theories to explore here? Ships still travel through the Devil's Sea often, since it's an important part of Japan's shipping routes, even with all the mysterious stories surrounding it. While the disappearances and legends keep people curious, scientists are getting closer to figuring out what's really going on. So, what have they discovered? First off, it's been discovered that beneath the seafloor, large deposits of methane hydrates, ice-like substances, are found in regions of high pressure and low temperature. Sudden geologic activity, such as volcanic eruptions or earthquakes, can trigger these deposits to rapidly release methane gas. When methane bubbles reach the surface, they can create large plumes that drastically reduce the buoyancy of ships, causing them to sink unexpectedly. For aircraft, the released methane can interfere with engine combustion or cause engine failure, And there are seemingly some environmental factors at play here too. The Devil Sea is a convergence point for major ocean currents, notably the Kuroshio Current, Black Current, which can generate rogue waves over 100 feet tall. Additionally, the region is prone to dragon's breath storms, violent collisions between Siberian cold air and tropical warm air, producing waterspouts, microbursts, and freak wave patterns. These sudden storms often develop with minimal warning, catching vessels and aircraft unprepared. Historical accounts are filled with stories of ships and planes encountering these violent weather events, often leading to catastrophic losses. Furthermore, it's worth noting that the Devil's Sea lies within a heavily militarized region. During the Cold War, US and Soviet submarine operations frequently took place in these waters. Today, the area remains active with modern naval exercises and classified military activities. Some experts speculate that undisclosed military operations or secret testing may also cause unexplained disappearances. After a long period of no reported disappearances, one came in and left scientists scratching their heads all over again. On April 12, 2016, the cargo vessel Tianjin 16, carrying industrial equipment and a crew of 13, set sail from Port Irene, Philippines, heading towards southern Japan. Midway through crossing the Devil's Sea, communications suddenly ceased, despite moderate weather and scattered storms. The ship's automatic identification system, AIS, stopped transmitting, and yet again, extensive search efforts found no trace, no wreckage, and no debris. Investigators ruled out piracy, as no ransom demands were made, and the route was well traveled. So with this modern disappearance, it is now clear that this region continues to be a dangerous and unpredictable zone, and likely always will be. The Dragon's Triangle remains one of the world's most bizarre and least understood mysteries, yet one that few people are aware of. This danger arises from a combination of factors: underwater volcanic activity, magnetic anomalies that may disrupt navigation, methane hydrate eruptions, and extreme, unpredictable weather patterns. While advancements in technology have helped reduce the frequency of incidents, the region continues to pose a mysterious threat. Despite scientific explanations, the true nature of the Devil's Sea remains elusive, and ongoing research continues to seek answers behind this enduring enigma. What about 50 insane facts about European geography you won't believe are true?